24-hour economy. The Yanshaya John Mahama and this yard dream who ye are quite. Yabama passport officer Yajuma 24/7, no break. Yabama DVL Yajuma 24/7, the same for post. In the Yatiti, the Kwabena no pa, no watch 8 hours, no 9 and no. Now Captain Smart, I call no 9. I could see 12 a.m. 8 hours. Captain Smart airport and that's a million people. 12 a.m. ABC Amapa 8 a.m. And it's a way you man of power money how because I do bit many. When you man money how because I match with me.
A few moments later.
Let me assure you that it is not the idea of government to take public money and invest in something called 24-hour economy. No. So if you are waiting for us to bring you a document in Parliament saying we are taking so much money to invest in 24-hour economy, you won't see it.
24-hour economy. The Yanshaya John Mahama and this yard dream who ye are quite. Yabama passport officer Yajuma 24/7, no break. Yabama DVL Yajuma 24/7, the same for post. In the Yatiti, the Kwabena no pa. No watch 8 hours, no 9 and no. Now Captain Smart, I call no 9. I could see 12 a.m. 8 hours. Captain Smart airport and that's a million people. 12 a.m. ABC Amapa 8 a.m. And it's a way you man of power money how because I do bit many. When you man money how because I match with me.
A few moments later.
Let me assure you that it is not the idea of government to take public money and invest in something called 24-hour economy. No. So if you are waiting for us to bring you a document in Parliament saying we are taking so much money to invest in 24-hour economy, you won't see it.
24-hour economy. The Yanshaya John Mahama and this yard dream who ye are quite. Yabama passport officer Yajuma 24/7, no break. Yabama DVL Yajuma 24/7, the same for post. In the Yatiti, the Kwabena no pa, no watch 8 hours, no 9 and no. Now Captain Smart, I call no 9. I could see 12 a.m. 8 hours. Captain Smart airport and that's a million people. 12 a.m. ABC Amapa 8 a.m. And it's a way you man of power money how because I do bit many. When you man
Dr. Kokofu didn't quite general secretary because she's MPP in the program. In the program, Timuntu Abano and my chairman, Dr. Kwabena Kokofu, as national secretary and as a general secretary for party. Dr. Kokofu didn't quite general secretary because she's MPP in the program. In the program, Timuntu Abano and my chairman, Dr. Kwabena Kokofu, as national secretary and as a general secretary for party. Dr. Kokofu didn't quite general secretary because she's MPP in the program. In the program, Timuntu Abano and my chairman, Dr. Kwabena Kokofu, as national secretary and as a general secretary for party. Dr. Kokofu didn't quite general secretary because she's MPP in the program. In the program, Timuntu Abano and my chairman, Dr. Kwabena Kokofu, as national secretary and as a general secretary for party.
All right. Therefore, my mama, good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Baby, I'll show me free beer. within the Felix appear a high political zone. Many also that's so join me patromenko mon share na yintumi nkwane yone chairman Kokofu ebe complete and come I start no. Nyame ya adom na so be join ya. Ebe started in komono. Ashisha so nanso ene ansa na yebe ma kwan na na sansa na yede program na beba no. Niame bi ekoso a me no mienu ni na yesese yehwe na yeka na ye na me sese Ghana media ho abaye me mobo. Nka me ayese ye media ya ye wo sese pa de say ya ma ye ni amre a ebe ha dwene. Anyways, first things first. Oh, share me with YouTuber. Uja commenter na metumi ayeden. When metumi I respond nicely at the amount. And untimesrel uja comment ya mehu. O Facebook so am sre uja comment. And then kwan nam so am mehu no say wo hwe me. And unti akua tutu am mehu say wo hwe. Ampedu esiedu mehu say wo hwe from Takrade. Ebenezer Kobi Nyameche also wo hwe. Docas Kokofu Oshe Medase Patricia Nantechi Medase na me baby girl na show me on say hi fellows Pacho me Josopa Pacho Wabaswa obe tap so de amame obeja o comment na also wa share the atoto to afen bia obetumi de atoto moso amowo TikTok mesremo momo modern na the na steady mame Okay, more than I'm also share page, and family me patch over so I mean in so keke tap so nature comment and no never born uncle for who say we are live and I say we are there. And until mestre say mobile bomb than my boy Obasuna so uja comment so and also will be able to read it for you. Tim Saka, I say Tim Canada, your body. Oh, okay, Tim, my body. You are welcome. You are welcome to Political Zone. And then behind you. Mamia Kriya Adepa, okay, my home. Honorable Patrick Kwa, my home also so. Now, when you said Dana Rivers, I see you as well. Thank you so much. Behind you. All right. As the people come, we'll be mentioning their names and then giving them the welcome. Akwesinya meche also sumehu. Na ba omi aba Nelka, you just joined. Thank you so much, Charlie. I don't know because we be able to Jemfi so free UK phone na me chairman na no pay. I'm said also wishing you speedy recovery. Oh, Charlie me. Easy. Ache Kojo also say my greetings and also a TikTok also my greetings. And they said I'm can say Chairman Kokofu join here. Right away we will start the program. Uni session. You are also welcome to this wonderful broadcast. Say Dukela or say DMB all the way. Say Dukela, say DMB all the way. Obviously you didn't mention say Dukela, but my boni didn't why. Mama all right. I think that'll be it. Master Kwame, also number 3. Master Kwame, we feel free. Facebook. Also number 3. Observer, also join it. Keep observing for us. Daughter of, nice name. Daughter of, Mr. D, 3432. Pacho also yama kwaba di Pacho mon tapu so na mon share why the same one na yintumi build there na Endra sade na yintumi and build the numbers as we supposed to build into Mr. Aha no mo na mo boa ma ye build yesre mo mon share mo na mo boa ene ye build okay mo na mo boa ene ye build na de bia meka say ebinum no mo aduru rada enu nti no ko ho na wo ko ho said but also boa na build the bibia then it helps into Mr. Mo ba mo wine Wilson asumeni Pacho mehu na Norinda Nyako and Pacho mehu. You are welcome once again to Political Zone. Yincha His Excellency Nana do Dankwa Kufuado. Na yenchia His Excellency Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Yenchia my spouses no more fearful na. And then it just can say woman say Oba Papa, Oba Kunini, Oba Nini a ding, Oba wa bang, Oba Wubu or whatsema, no wabada yemanema. Hajia Samira Bawumia, and then I all starting the talk. It was Central Region. Ode boni kuna chidom said the abaya ye be to me yakoto abeko yi flag bearer there. Yeah, we to me the onosone kakra obe to me the aboa no the aboa ni kunu na enkunim die aye ne de nti yeja Hajia Samira ne team ni na wo grounds ni na de change amensa. Se wo mo ahya ase se wo mo ye adwuma sei no. Onyankopon emomode ara na onfa won entena okode taban so. Na omomoden na onform nkokọ apro baby omobeko Central Region bia de omobedie de omobenom baby omobede ni nara e jani ni na de shasafu ho ansa se adrava fo a edimu a ebe drive shan de ombeko onyankopon bo won ho ban adriver fo a omobe driver madam e ja wo mu ni na de omohye nyamensa car omode beko yedunu Yesu mojem Bompaye so obey kwe na semo so a odebeko no ento won eto aba no akoma so ento ma adwen so na omuntume mmoa said the beya you be make the right decision come January 31st na Ghana fo ni na ehunu se ampa MPP osunu kokrokwa manyoko na etiase na enwuye na enwu so da said the ebinumu esusu ene binumu adwen kire ne de awomope sanketon eye MPP na ene chema Kokofu join ya yebedi nkomo bebre but in the meantime no mama yembo video bi and I say okay don't let me even play that mama yen talking about NDC kakra for some time we have not been talking about NDC se onte ya me kachel Every be by Ghana, okay? In Ghana. Na untumin kasa aban bia ho. So aban wo so a na oya ade kra enya untumin yeden untumin ka ho asem. Sa na netie. Na enu nti ebema na se wo ye yemfa ne se obi a owo media space no mu a den ma wo se obetumi criticize the government. They said the ene obi to me fan the camera etumi so ekeka de opeso o kan de kira aban no ebra na NDC for PNDC wo ho no na emre bi wo ho a kire se untumi criticize the government na se oye mistake na okoka nsem the federal government ho na Rollins bomodin ya na ye bechew na ye de okofro saa BNI for no top ho a ye fa wunsin na wankasa owidie mu asane wiye enumunti ebema akabima minka bia memwo no na enwie peye because eye kabima minka bia memwo na se wutumi ka de awope wutumi ye de awoye na eba member side na me de se be menye president ana se menye aban ni pentino mean to me en kamadwene en kasa de a na enya de papa enu nti so obehwa ye mpanifo bebre ebi ne Kwasi Pratt ebi ne ye papa Kwaku Baako and other journalists is ankomanom ne ade ebre bi ba ya wo mo sorry ye se wo mbeko atia Rollins aban in terms of say omudi boni bi a omudi baba beto abonten no Rollins no so ye omadwene se wo ye journalist na ofese wa no odin na utumi ka fon kan kwasi asemo a enye Rollins anase NDC amemwo enu nti ampa ebema ehun eba beto Ghana foni na so those times no so what Rollins din ana yemo ahyew those times no so what Rollins ken na ohun ni na amu ani na adwane dia na ekoso no ade we talk so a ma ne beka nkrofo kata boy eden e de hye won yem the ehu usro ebeto ho ema wo police ni ana so je ni atade kra na otumi to wurem me kai se time yesusu no se police ni nam ha onye hwe so na wudwane enam atete ya use security forces during Excellency Jerry John Rawlings na pencil na ade we talk so ebe ha journalists for ya papa Kwaku ba kuno me do baby for the Gen Zs. There's something we call shit bomb. You use shit bombs at the bomb then at the bomb omofie, all because they have published something the government doesn't feel comfortable with. They are not air cosonon. A talk also copim the year 2000. MPP 4-year campaign and omoka say senyame ya adom na say or the MPP ba bemwa. Sa culture of silence ya manipen to min kanasem obi ha no kra na bibi tete no aban mu kra ontumi nka aban nipa bi ye bone a ontumi nka president bi ye bone a ontumi nka no senyame ya adom ne de MPP ba ye be yi de free ho no kra me se mo say in January 2021 and I will put it here na me ready na obia ehunu dia elko wo so betumi ready dia me be ready be if you google it. I need you to google criminal libel law na and there on the main issue about this criminal libel law no the media no na show me I'm beginning to feel sad for Ghana because of the type of media people we have. Omeni me omun ready omon tiasemwase they don't research and no one say man headline on fan spin emba hona story ninye na enje enonkwa is what they are looking for. Now, maybe extremely had lost access to Facebook. Why? Okay, entry. Remove. Let them find out. Assignment grade. Mommy, 1 second. Right now, my Facebook no are disconnected. Let me connect it real quick and then. Assignment. It's not sharing me back. Yeah, Simon. It's it for me about. I think that something went on. It's it for Mr. Simon. I'm going to find him. No, okay. Yeah. Let's try it again. No, okay. Why? Sometimes technical difficulties in Ayana it to me back. I hope this works. Good. I connected. Yeah, them. All right, Facebook people. I believe your feed is back now. Facebook for no, your feed is back now. I believe so, right? One nation with Facebook. Somebody watching on Facebook right now. Maybe Facebook an article. We've added it right now. Please, you can recheck the Facebook. Oh my God, I hope so. And I'm this much problem. They are showing me better than that. I bet first start yes, I name. Please, my fix it. Jotranyako, big up yourself. My fix it Facebook. No, I ain't no. Ubi nko check with Facebook. Mama say, "Ba why? Wow, shem. Sister Dana, but just all on us. Ubi me ako Facebook. I go check Facebook. Mama say, you know, ba. And I'm even me. I can't try checking myself. Yeah, it should say it's live. And sorry. Oh, okay, Abba. Good. Okay. All right. We're good. To me, I has lost access to my Facebook. But didn't I just check myself here right now? Forget it. I didn't say green. Also, sorry, I didn't lose weight. How does that even work? If I'm not trying ever.
24-hour economy. Yes, yeah. John Mahama ni NDC ya dream who ya kwa actually. Na yebema passport office aye adwuma 24/7, no break. Yebema DVL aye adwuma 24/7, the same for POS. Inti ya titi beko adwuma nopa no wotwe 8 hours ebebo no 9 enwumre no wapon. Na Captain Smart akọ no 9 ako see 12 a.m. 8 hours. Captain Smart airport na some million people. 12 a.m. ABC anopa 8 a.m. And she said, where you adwuma anopa mane ha because na do bit many adwuma. Where you adwuma nwumra mane ha because I match with many adwuma.
A few moments later.
Let me assure you that it is not the idea of government to take public money and invest in something called 24-hour economy. No. No. So if you are waiting for us to bring you a document in Parliament saying we are taking so much money to invest in 24-hour economy, you won't see it.
Hey, Ghana for Charlie, I born you, Emily. Ya born papa. Sa about we pa Ghana for 280. There be. And anyways, now as I'm American say the NDC that we see today before near from PNDC and under their term, we media na untumi nkawadwene and most of our media people were brutalized. Ye bobebre, ye kunkum binum kra binum dwane ko exile for publishing news the NDC felt uncomfortable with. Now fast forward 2021, just like the MPP had promised, we said, sir, we were going to repeal the criminal libel law. And unti yanka de. Omaina sebio na untumin kawadwene. We a journalist na oko publish bibia. Ya do ba sebrabe you ano. We a citizen na oko kan bibia. Ye di ujina mu na sebio ye di military etete wo edi hunehuna wo no. MPP say emwa emamu journalism adwuma no enkoso yi. Because more journalists we and sebio na ye fan say moye the as they like to call middlemen se bibi e kochima mo betumi aye den aye. Nti said ye be a journalist ni ene oye adwumadi tia MPP ni ne fa hodie beba na wetumi aye na adwuma no MPP ene kofa asa emre yi se yentwam na yenfiri yo. Unimi read you say Ghana no longer has a criminal libel law since it was repealed in 2001. Netia, journalist for Ghana Munti. Why was the criminal libel law repealed? It was repealed to promote press freedom. Number one, they are MPP general home first. A press for media for journalists for moye juma a year in central juma. Or pesa moye juma no na moya no krojen na ensa se ne amebi so mumunti no. Or say there be me President Kufuor de me pese Ghana journalists be a we journalists no feel free na utumi ye den utumi ye wadwuma enunti emra na nanka wokoka asemo a anka ye chew no ye yi e de free na afiti ade. However, the government can still use other laws such as the one of publication of false news under the anti-false news. Now they are not defining them under the Criminal Offences Act to prosecute media personalities, which some argue is being used as a substitute for the old criminal libel law. Okay, what are the? It was repealed in Meba. Good. So it was Ebio, the law was repealed in 2021 or 2001. Okay, by the government in July 2021, following a promise made during the 2000 election campaign, into which means that Ghana for say be repealed, and we did repeal it. The repeal stopped the government from jailing journalists for stories deemed libelous. Okay, until a MPP are buying and this media freedom no buy. Continued use of other laws. Some legal experts and journalists argue, like the forced publication law, they also went. Then public debate. The repeal led to greater press freedom, but there have been calls to bring back criminal libel laws to deal with what some see as media irresponsibility. Civil defamation, and then it goes on and on. But the point I was trying to make in all of this, Nene said, say a pair abaya, a pair and some truffle, a far hoodie, and now a pair and some truffle freedom one. Now, and yet no other than a year MPP abaya. Now, the woman said, not they are or yet Attorney General, as at the time I repeal is our law, we know. A former president, Nanado Dankwe Kufuado. Okay, nti Nanado or yet Attorney General no. Utumi ma press freedom eko so ye because mrana nanka ekata press for so ma Captain Smart and untumi mfata or ensign ni komu enkotin fifire we condition mu na say ohenema proto boama ene Sam Jimmy Bobi enom o sa Bobi ansane ade no wo mu nya sa chance no de tinetena radio so e de hyehyɛ ahoro ba de yi sanka yen yi sa niama na mfiri wa nkomu nya sa freedom no enu nti se ne obi ba no ba be ka kire o se Kufuado ne MPP mom etiatia media fa ahodie so a nanka we bi so o say party na entiatia media fa ahodie so no emra ba no mutumi de ba ya etumi de freedom ema media say mu da ho so wo ka kire me say MPP MP media for asem omotiatia media omotiatia media for energy so na NDC there omoma media freedom and e be say for evidence bra enu nti eno no NDC for be kire yen the omomo de aba no normal media freedom ekoso na MPP for so kire yen the omo aya ema media freedom koso and MPP can boast of two strong ones: repeal of the criminal libel law and then also the right to information bill. Etumi ba ya ebeboa Ghana ni na and the journalists for adwuma ayeden abeke say me guest na join me we are a quick exclusive interview nti men shada nche bebre sa ma me mo ne jingly na fe yendi enkomo kakra emfa ye chairman na pictures bebre wo ha ya na me pese menen me libi ya betudwa na mahunu say if there is any doubt in anybody's mind, say Chairman Kokofu, party ni bapa or no party no, ehuna all Genesis party never koswa. One can also wait to me a formal judgment based on that. Oh, there be new. Oh, where you are? Good. Ntiende medene ni amaniama kakra wa ye and also betudwa as the program goes on and on. Media to me, and I think say MPP per so fan into my pefra. Na MPP per se and you assigned by a general secretaryship or there, then delegates a bekwa to abano. Omonhwe omhuye. Papa mi hu no se bio oni obi te party mu de me de minimu de but me hu so oni obi enya ne party mu a o twe ne gidigidi se na de bi me hu bibi sada nanso agya wa wunim de we ane amate enkrofo bibire wo ho a eso no de we omokom asem okọ akoso ani nsuo na wontumi nso a o se ne kashire na enya moma yentie we na yemfa Chairman Kokofu nto so na afi Omani submission we are more a year questions are mobile bisano, you baby crying, number to me, Ebisano, to your mowing.
Dr. Kokofu didn't quite general secretary because she's MPP in the program. In the program, Timon Kwabena and my chairman, Dr. Kwabena Kokofu, as national secretary and as a general secretary for party. Dr. Kokofu didn't quite general secretary because she's MPP in the program. In the program, Timon Kwabena and my chairman, Dr. Kwabena Kokofu, as national secretary and as a general secretary for party.
You, Chairman Kokofu, the other general secretary, ye party no ebeko ye in Timonko Twaba and Fama Chairman Kokofu. Chairman. I feel we me too.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, I would them.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Obisa we young Twaba no ma na so one tell dia ma mensa money bi oneti.
Dr. Kokofu didn't quite general secretary because she's MPP in the program. In the program, Timon Kwabena and my chairman, Dr. Kwabena Kokofu, as national.
Chairman, the question no.
Yo, me gidi sane ka no aka no.
I know.
Asida na de be ma no na aka twedi ampon.
Yo, we the chairman last no nya opportunity any with in komo kakra. And so nyame ayadom em say wa pro gba obebo na America no. Where we say you signed the oba. Na no ye no exclusive and nanka ye ma show na so wonti no na say ye to me a create sa exclusive show no dem out said the be ya ubetumi ye din komo because baby a ekeka kono our party need a rescue team and I believe say ye betumi a rescue team no Emma rescue team na to me akoso there then we will certainly need you to be also active with us online. After that, no, so no, politics in Komoka Krabi. After since I wire communicator, NDC for the communication, BBB, cyber, BBB, that yet also adventure in terms of how you are vested in security and communication, no. Also, where to media boy and to the Yamakwaba at the bar program. So,
Mejo papa, Rafaelis, me just ne what tier for no I have for you now. Obi bia participate to your program in me so pa na me da was pa on management. Another special edition, Mami Ampa.
Yeah.
If you say you don't do your program, and I can't want me. Now, ultimately, me, Mamma Kogana or Chinawa Bra, then I'm out for any Kutahona, Mena amount for class. I'm very much grateful for the opportunity. Yeah.
Yo, Chairman, just starting about corner, young fan through niggy. Boko say, Waproba Obano, America. So far, Mijidi I visited several states. No, 2 questions in terms of party na hokeka, saying, and in terms of one so message, I would call how do you think it has been received?
Again, Mamina, USA NPP branch, Penifuas Papa, particularly, cheerleader, buyer and in Peninaka. Indeed, you selected about 7 chapters. Now, the directive to them, and my chapter chairpersons and our chairman also for every chapter I've gone to, chairman Ahokeka and the executives Ahokeka Papa. Now, I think one thing has been established. The fact say, party no a wahankwa de na ewura. Na se party no ewura de na a party ma. Form the various chapters. Until I've had opportunity to interact with all of them. Now, one common thing runs through. And only say, Ubia if you any party no, ever say Jira now should be. In Pahone, I can see a day anymore. A flag bearership race, Umwa na hit kakraba, attention about here and there. Ubia will again say, so we must come back strongly. And here 1 point. Dear Dudwana so I drink say you bet me assign as the other damn we must look at leadership. If we say it mean leadership crisis in free yes now you find yourself in I don't see another thing. The next 13 year, how to get united, how to get our people together once again. Now you be form that front. Now Nema if you buy and say there can never be proper unity. And now unity in Kabumone may the share justice and fairness or particularly from the leadership point of view. Binum so akase say yanye yampamu anka no krantre ye ho abeding si benyanka bom. Binum akase yes, people can forgive and forget whereby omu benya kwan na oma kania hawon ana ewo won kokoso. Eno no ye your friend venting the split. The fourth thing ma observe na ma hunu na magia tum so a ma ehyemin kran. And he said, Ubiaji to me say, Nipa numuna ejina for flag bearership no, Omubia sefata. Again, Nipaji to me say, whatever happens after January 31st, there's the need for all of us to come around. Nanipa ibi no, you come around him. Na say you come around him, na no abonichi domni akwadia. Then we must eschew the winner takes all syndrome no. And I say, men am akopre na menya until there. Bibia ye mene machita for there. And no, do run drink Koben Krum say, ye need sa mentality in free okra. Ye obekwa can see, do be to okra, and you who say, I invested the time and a sika and a bibia. This year, you read near Betnase, na negotiations, Biba Koso, she Biba Koso, I beboama, nine. Be entimia when and omina be so onyanum na ya move forward akoye nima eno no beboa pa until people like myself and others are your strong background or ADR alternative dispute resolution mechanism ready and prepared say you bet me broker such a deal and such a negotiations and mediations na yetimi afford ahead until this and many other things. The youthful angle, no, in all my rounds, no, we get the youth actively participating. And the Omutai Busani said, what is there for the youth? Here in a bit near for us political party. Now be ginger youth, activism, no. Now interest of the youth, will be brought to the fore. Maybe who is almost an integral part of the organization and the rebuilding. And until last time I told you, say the theme Bakwa Yadia Juma a move kese a rebuilding with the youth and for the youth. A Kokofu say it can come all around this. Say common purpose and common ideas and pepper and commitment to serve our party, and we'll get that far.
Okay. Sorry, Chairman. Na se metie nkomodie no mu a na kire se wa probo a wokọ ye no number 1 said ye be ya ye be kan ye ho abom ka ho said ye be ya ye be fa kwan paso na aggrieved members and as wo mo e bia ese ye pe kwan be the resolve omumu no ye tumi resolve omumu na you having that skill and actually that trade in your we arsenals no ubetumi aboa and you are forever prepared. Say you bet to me a rally behind whichever flag bearer we go for in order for us to win victory and also to make sure that the party comes back stronger. All right. Now, Chairman, and that program no yabaya na yikakra. Some of the questions would be more directly to you, your character. The other time, a good insight of who you are. And as many calls as came in, it came to confirm the type of person you have been in the constituency level, in government, and also everywhere when you had the opportunity to serve, including even communications. Now, General Secretary, and a Juma form. adekodia Emma makers and say said their last okrapo ube training biwahano. So we a general secretary. There are so many things here you run in the party, especially the affairs of the party. And it doesn't help if you don't have a strong general secretary. Now, Chairman Kokofu, some of us are convinced, say yeah, general secretary, ebeboa ama MPP, to me, afanentumapa ediefra. However, others might also not really know you properly in terms of being able to man the general secretary position. No, but Pacho, in a few minutes, no, what do you think, say, EELECT right now? So what the bar and now to Abamawa, a bit to me assess the fortunes of the party. What do you think is lacking right now? Number one thing that EELECT won't say we the EELECT partner say nyame adomnami Kokofu me be a general secretary. Me to me this skill we are nasa deal we edi aso no mana ye mpacho me nti ukakra.
Oh, okay. First and foremost, parliamentary experience.
Okay.
The party there or opposition now pay abema ba. What the parliamentary party need the agra parliamentary party, in opposition remains the main focus. And it is a national party, leadership, that kind of experience now. Now, jail very well. Now, me a directed the dear so far as parliamentary party, and the national issues the choir papa. Into one parliamentary experience.
Parliamentary experience.
The ability to bring people together. Many vindictive. You know, be a Nimanson. Import tries on him, Minya Manson cry, because I'll not allow it. And until me what that kind of interpersonal relationship, human relationship. I think I said perfect here. But over the years, my bomb modern said, meet me a man I now abua in dispute resolution mechanism. And until by my training as a lawyer, negotiations and mediations are there. No, one particular thing for me. You can say your party, your how it goes down to the polling stations now by constituencies, now by regions, now about national itself. Into a house divided can never stand. Into a national executive so now you're so much so divided and polarized around personalities you have a problem. I have a character, I have a trait that will not allow that. Whatever problem there is, once I to say, a group of officers, now you've been entrusted with the running of the entity, New Patriotic Party, never, as a general secretary, may allow self-nationalism within the national level, within the region, constituencies, electoral areas, and down to the polling station. It will never happen. Say individuals should be so supreme and so powerful than the party itself. No, I have that penchant. I have that play. I have that knowledge and the courage to pursue a united front at all levels.
Okay, so General Secretary Unim say sometimes you need funds, and you alone will seek to me, and usually you might have to fall back on party people. And most of these individuals here are bigger creative functions in our party, It is sometimes because of the contributions they make financially, because some of the aspirants in the chairman, it clearly states that some of them actually say, when how do you call it? Or the Sika Abeshe party, or no, we invest more, or no, way to away, and therefore they should be given the nod to lead the party. We hear all of this, And the previous leadership, and I say leadership, we answer no, they said like the same thing. And we saw say it even went worse than it has ever been. Until this time, no, what is the assurance? What is the assurance say you will be able to make sure say an individual is not going to be popular than the whole party? How are you going to be able to achieve that?
Well, contribution to party financing the idea order that indeed your tradition your papa nom near my menoma umudi esi hono on to buan kakra ebinum ton ajapade ebinum kobo bosia ebinum de niema ahodo ana eboa ya ma party ni gina bebi abedri nti at any material point in time your penifobia on contribution ebekọ animu na aso achen obi ana ofoforo de. But having said that, no contributions go ahodo obi o ani de enye sika na mum enimde ana adwenkyere ana hokeka foforo bi ono no ebe provide ama ku na konani. And you cannot discount that. Okay. Say they call boom any adrenaline. Empty said, what in say, oh, the baby next now be to
Chairman network, no.
I strongly believe that Yanoma on air cassette, my way the aboa, my UCSK, and yes, sir, Sebia, only 100%. Or Casa Nunti, Yamfa party nation button derby. But it drew a can see say, Ayana who be here, the Becca contribution and now the Ubinim and now the Ubia ye or the Aboa. Nti se obi de ye nkomodie ne nkasa ho an wotimi de boae na meme nsusu me de me to me botom a wontimi nka kyerem se ma menka. I must say it. But se meka e de agina fo se ehu behia se ye koye nim no obi obetu no botom kapra na da amade beboa bia ye recognize ne me ye remfi na se ye nhihye bia ya te ho ase se asemasi contribution o ye yenti yentimi anyini mfirima na yentimi ntone ntwene asemasi sika woyi yenti yentimi nyini mfirima na yentimi ntone ntwene asemasi komodie bi odiye anasa na mutuo bi otu ye nhihye bi a ode ba ya adwenkyire bi ode ba ya ama yentimi koye nim no yentimi discount enu tini ana ama nipa ni bi no enya saa you say yes this is my strength. Me SWOT analysis, me so kese any sika me yi free me bottom na me de ye. Na indeed, sika ye de boa ekuo ana de boa dwumadi voluntarily no. Enough from sa obi sika wo bibi ese oye. Nti se oni anu pa ne ho achi na volunteer yi sika de ye bibi a it must be recognized. We nyina ba because ye as party no in free pemu enye proper recognition. Pem ni yebu ye ni gu niema bi so obi ade awaye a esombo de aboa party so ye na free pem abedanadi ame ehunu se ni se na asemasi aye de aboa we se no aye we no aboa ehun ko ba ehun ko hia bio say on the individual basis people will just come in and then say my way. Far from that, the any betimi di aye a party na nkasa bi gina ne na afro ama se onua bi ana obi wa ahokeka bi se obeboa na ode ba be supplement no be complement the effort thereon. Party no India meaning say West Africa there arguably the most organized entity a group of people that can ho abom I see a beya man yourself near Tiamayoku. We could be in the lead. Nti saa dwumadi ate no ne kuro ate no wo saa wo financial fortune wo niema bi a ebetumi aboa wo sikasem mu eno ne wo numbers no strength. Nti say voluntary contribution to support the party no say obi wo ho na onu oyi apem e de aboa na afoforo wo form so yi kapre dama e de aboa eno ana emanagina na economy. As General Secretary, the next General Secretary, he will develop a credible database. A credible database that identify new patriotic party members. And the name team this year, you know, model will be around 5 million to 6 million Ghanaians that can be registered. Near my party card. That's your my party card. No, you only registered. A dear old say, simple as some count, you see, use 2 cities, city me a month. Now, 5 million core registered Ghanaians. How much party sympathizers and party members are. 2 cities will give you 10 million cities.
Yes.
On top of my head.
Yeah.
Now, then Obenya film, the Obenya say all card bearing members ever participate in our presidential primaries. Umbeto abanibi. Umbeto aba our parliamentary primaries no our baby omo. Have you put Niama checks in place and Kobase ever compromise the integrity of those primaries? And no beboy ama etimi anya sika inflow. Bosumi bia ye de ani betumi atoso abu akonta akasa bosumi bia sei beba nti ebia de yenya no kra no ensu dwumade ye di na ye kwa afoforo ho na ye ne nuan mo kasa no mu de bia beso ye so abeka ho a na no ye complementary ye supplementary na no ye the base law because the dia we ahomete fe enuanum num a ekogina abato yi esese omutwi sika free wo to say the award twin hwinimunyi cover forms no 100,000 Ghana cedis with the forms no ko now submit no 500,000 Ghana cedis we are you see betua 4 million cedis as development fee. I mean development chrono but you mean say ade a yebe nyina congress a yebe impenfo nyina is katem Anna, ya enlarge a unit kakra, limited enlargement. And you know, add on to cost. Now, a 4 months, you know, and you didn't want them. And you in here, Mona, Mopem, Wassamana, Moon, Nipen, Muslim, Mope president here, the Mope flag bearer, and young children from one. But they say, and not this rocket one. It's so heavy, and it is heavy to the point, say. And no crab ma ubim park nim de ana wo nyina so pepa se ono so begina bi no de beboa no ebe scan off ana be mana bo ontimi me di adwuma no eno no so kra in reality no emoa until by and large solving the financial challenges we must use our numbers. We must use technology. In fact, we pride ourselves on digitalization, but we haven't yenye mu kotakra digitalization no to our advantage kra nti me ba America one of nkoma amedi the various people are omo insight omo knowledge and kasa IT systems mu do na enemy ya adwen say general secretary to be nyame boana brand so we avail our services. You put together a team of IT experts. We can build the infrastructure or the structure for the all card bearing members, identify our core groups, and then raise revenue out of that. Now, the being so solve your problems are. You polling station, your mama to abani be corporate primaries, your CCME, your impulse candidate on my constituency, all these things will help come to solve these petty and bigger problems, challenges that we do have.
Me that say. Ebio yanton koso enkomo na wa me hu say onim dia wenya we experience wenya parliamentary experience ayi ni na yedi wa dance sampa akọ parliament we dwuma so odi ni parliament na sebe eso ni wan koye woni a akọtena parliament na so yenti o ma no kasa wa Mike Muda at least na yete wonka me kra menhwe ye kra da ma hwe submission more than 3-4 times whilst he was an MP. I feel so wedding kaka how I have alternative dispute resolution skills and also no be to media boa ama party na gina na I feel so to kill sa idea say we na wuska or party no muntino yemfa we man no. What you say we should recognize the efforts each and everybody makes to the party. Obi ho a enye sika no de bae or the nyansan bi an idea bi bae. Ema e bi kura ebewo more opportunities ema need the more sika bae. Obi ho a ono so call grassroots and also call down ekoye 1 or 2 thing bi eboa. And so all the contributions, MPP need to start learning how to appreciate and also recognize such people. So they be ya ebe sa or ya wona ya na nkrofo di and no every moon. Now face ube create a database and no ebe boa in terms of generating revenue for the party. In terms to say any true card bearer member utia the dues in good standing no say you to make the 2 CD creator or say no need dues amount now say you for 5 million voters or 5 million MPP members will be able to get about 10 million a month, which to me I think is very phenomenal. Like to me, I really think it's a very, very positive thing. Say unyame ya adom na oba bemu and I say uba be lead party in terms of general secretary. Now to make the bar beboa. Now let's talk about 3 structures. Okay, what will be your contribution, your relation, everything in terms of the executives now? Only omobeye jumano, and this one I mean just the top hierarchy. What is going to be your idea selling to them? What are you telling them? What are you going to use to convince them? Say, no, Debbie Kokofu is our choice. And I say, how is your relationship with them going to be? And if you already have previous relationships with them?
It's a question I see here. Just said me, I know more. A party never power, I see in see a name for the executive. Yes, I know. Relations to Bernam. I say a pre will be corporate general secretary, will be corporate treasurer, will be corporate organizer, will be corporate youth organizer, will be corporate women organizer, and so on. Until the only corporate treasurer, no, as a so yakwan when a human treasurer. Under supervision from my office as the general secretary. You, the corporate organizer, as so yakwan with me and a juma, well resourced. Now you say no, then with me and a juma. Under supervision, will be a regional officer, will be a constituency officer. Only na a pro mojani no ma corporate to me. And the ultimate me account will be in share. As general secretary, one thing I will never do. You delegate responsibilities, but their duties be also constitutionally is conferred onto the person occupy or person. Do the other and say Obama say ono be dinkuta hu ye na de ekoyie no oboama na koyie de enkoyie no wape kwampa obetumi atenetene no nti enkobada say as a general secretary o kwaje treasurer bi adwuma aye ana o kosi obi kwai ana o de anytime ana obe papa wankasa team no mu na wanya a group bi amomo ata wachi the group bi nso so ate wo ho. That will never help. And by and large, it all boils down to leadership skills, how you relate to one another, and then how ready and prepared you are. Say, how quickly and rapidly you can all those things onward going. And I gathered all this when I was Bantama chairman, and they are the 42 and all the leadership roles that I play, including environmental protection agency, a public or state entity that comes with diverse people, diverse minds, ideas, different views here and there, including political affiliations. You have got to exhibit that kind of father for all, but you have got to be very fair and fair for all. See, it's not a difficult thing to do. I've been doing it all along. And we can do it.
Okay, now let's away after executives. Let's now come to futuristic. Now, Onyamia Wadum, Wabe General Secretary, or party winning, what is going to be tools would be put in place to make sure say the party deals with the government in power? What are you going to be? Because usually, we hear things say, and I buy no in share party no, and a party in share I buy no people are like, the coordination is not really there well. And until I saw one of the aspirants in the class, so I got idea because 10 appointments per constituency, and he's selling that away idea not to we delegate. What would be a Kokofu general secretary and the government in power? What would be the tool that will be employed in order for these two entities to gel proper for both the party's welfare and also the government's welfare?
It is straightforward. When your question, you bet a party no abai.
No correct.
Your process your opposition in share party ni beye. Na flag bearer no fufu obeba. Na yebe kambu na ya pema corporate to me. And na more or less informal say relationship no be koso anayen koso. From the very onset, party na agje flag bearer no esi ne kon na party no na run flag bearer no na party no na pushi na flag bearer no ya wene na abeye nyina victory. Into winner takes all syndrome no no de yira kra. The party is in the forefront. The we near shisha by na party no as per the chairman and the general secretary. In fact, the executive committee no ewo ho kwan DM say what president-elect and in the team as to appointments elections are indeed you prepare manifesto near there. It is the party that must spearhead all that with the presidential candidate then issue adi hunu on also near build it from the very beginning. We no your number no kusuma your number no kware. So agree. Yeah, grow me so the party will be adequately represented by the executive, the national executive at that level. Then we will drive the affairs of governance. The governance are to put together the activities of the government and then the activities of the party. Then you come to get governance systems running. Yeah, and the movie too a be healthy party ni party man. You want to say adwene hu mienu. That's there be we there ano osedodo. Adenti na ne amanfo ni hu nkuta ho ansa. Na yenye wa adwenkyere. Na yen ana yen ni kan mo wa amane. Like say e be pass nu a da ka akoso aye. So the relationship must be well balanced. Now, party betnase. Now the party ni mo an say bribia no aye budget. Or the flag bearer ho no akoje. Flag bearer obenya sika ne hene so obenya ne hene ene ade no akoje as if say flag bearer depend on asem ano no akoje ato no so nti ebedidi ne ho ana ye be oyiye ne saa ne mani nyina na nyame ya adom no wene ana ye wene say team ubehu se ohu no ho se me na me nko ana mabre wo party ni no kra na wo di party fo animu no a sign the we are no a man yet gonna cross over to me asset authority be or win. So yeah. I've observed all these things for quite a long time. In order not to compromise the authority of the party, you know how to position ourselves. Alongside, we are in partnership with the flag bearer, and for that matter, we are the team around him. A total, a couple that money here, quite you trouble. Yakoye yape dama bikura ne yape dama nyina kan ho boma ebetumi anya more than dama no then we use it to run it becomes partnership equal point. Even then the party has an edge over the government. That is how it should be. And that is why you need the parliamentary party also to be very much close ahead. Abanisa parliamentary leadership is also lumped in. Now almost abetiro margine. Now almost so abeye nia SSA bia. It is abria your opposition. parliamentary party no contribution be no more ye. Bien and a more be no more too in terms of financing, in terms of incommodity, in terms of messaging, in terms of couching friends say the messages any national issues are the day babon thing ye if you say I buy bit me you know that. Now will come a parliamentary experience. I agree with you. It is not that will be a co-parliament yaba and here be. What co-parliament bribem and obey. Me co-parliament when my party was in opposition, just as where we are. In Tibra, me all parliament near opposition. And I'm more ben, I'm near Num be 2 year. I boy, my party in free opposition bar bemu. It is not the same thing, say a call parliament in a party no abem, and I could not appointment to be a ho, and the spoils of incumbency, who can enjoy it. Wouldn't you be a call parliament in opposition? We need Debbie, we now call parliament, but the circumstances are different. If you open general secretary, one would hear you know pen, yeah, in opposition in parliament. Tianamu two bay and a course on come up bay, a seminary betoha saying and a cassity. That said, oh, council crab, bed then at a driver now, or no sabri mamu, uchi or no at Miatia Sienwa Faba. A bed then a jabam or more than any other crew, offering Kokofu moba, uchi redia, or say, hey, dear me party, but walking, saying a tear, intimation in the beer to me, could do baby Adam Sumakabi. Communication must be effective and well targeted. And the message in Kuni here, the message in a console. Now, who brass ye kasa, nim dear, and said the mudo, and they send you betting your trust him no ama, Bibia Tiasia. Now, enquire a buffone yao. That is very, very important.
Yo, Chairman, and Messenger Bissau some questions back with the aspirants. Nina, I will pick them one by one, quick, and a bullet questions. We will do that too. But say me person me mount at least a free space. Now, far educating and kakra, and as a far convincing as to what and what ought to be done in terms of sa ntawantawe aba and nesobetia constituency chairman being a constituency organizer be enyantokwa yentumi solve ye national chairman be and a regional chairman being tem wentwi yentumi solve ye. I believe says he say no sa de one of the biggest problems are we sa enamenye bi ni ade ni free wa ntawan tokwan kitenkete ehihase because me time na me Ghana no most of the constituencies no obekono that was what the problem was we anyway nka. I know so say with your skill and what you have done in the past no is something you can deliver. Can you convince us in just 5 minutes what structure or like how are you going to start it? Obeyen penny for the answer Nadia Basio and I say what structure are you going to use to make sure say Tawantawe did that you terminal to be chana say your phrase in a young class party for be a binyasa ahonke Canada aba?
A form 4 party, no, and then they're more dangerous. If we say a honor your tuaba, politics is all at the local level. And you say, well, in your local level, no right there, you are in trouble. The whole the India, we are all card bearing members. Now we credible database. Now we expand the electoral college to all card bearing members in good standing out. What resolve most of the problem? If it's in town, you say, me executive, polling station executive, man could be candidate AHE and a candidate being a winning and free. Yakotra banana Joe, I am not saying I say the constituency executive, yeah, the treasurer, now chairman, no, this is a meme will be a fan. Presidential candidate to happen to an main count, you say, Ninty or Tamani, and now the main Yajumamu. So when you yet no all card bearer members, no be any so between a trabani beer. Santa Antawe, when you now will go away naturally. Now we are Wabasro. Sro said they are working high level personalities, they be almost nominate the other. And no, we see Kunya a free party in Penifuana, ni Penumbiba. Bia no one correct because it be almost so mobile access. Would be on Adam for within and no political godfather and some abbey. Now because there as soon as you manage on a penny wage lintino in Hunasemeka, you employ professional negotiators and mediators. No matter you know, Oma Becansem at the actor said that. No credit biana yadiato. Until you employ professional negotiators and mediators. You will be out on the ferry for identify something for you know ferry for no. And then if need be bring in nafa onja to anom ne adeko. Na yentina ne resolve on as a bushasem. I don't believe says you can some more radio so TV so you solve your problems or no. There are a lot of grievance mechanisms within our constitution, but we penny for power or party now my bypass that grievance procedures in no matter yes you want public any other. The general secretary, I will do all it has to say. That is not the proper way to go. Let us adhere to the fairness and fairness. We are fair now. You're fair. My justice prevail. Yeah, it Kofi no na abnaya you are good to go. Correct. There another aspect to be said
I will not make us say you were like okay, so like the main one was top to make sure say
that to be the top. There is also the middle strata and then Finfini.
yeah.
In Pempi, one yeah, they won't Finfini on Tawantawa on them. But for Casabi, I'm friend egoism and egoistic tendencies. Many top, many as messy. And Pempi almost champagne will be any more straw. And I say, Nipa was so proud, and a Christian and Romano Mokika woman's the mouth. We are being up and even crashing it. Penny beans and a cran no other than pay. Ye, Sabaya, Sapenino, Benyan anymore. But some penny for no strong with the professional mediators and negotiators as CC woman temo we are. Woman won't finish honor, Omo, sir, political enterprise.
Yes, a master for
political enterprise and who wants to work with Edumano. Because Benias Messine, woman can't hear what taking advantage out there the oil. And Tinabe who no money Kobe, who would do commodity. Let us say, what you make
Egu. Okay. 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 Maybe about 2 more questions, and then we will take on the candidates. That will be your bullet question. Then I feel what the last words be our mind and so or any other person. Yeah. But answer no. Me wo pictures be a person me the tray. Obekaya, the last time I oba certain people were of the fear. Say, should you become the general secretary, you are going to work against some people. Maybe I have seen your work, especially recently when the second lady went to Germany. We saw you say oneno and more jelly. So as we speak, I will be sharing those pictures simultaneously for people to also get a chance to see. As you can see, that Chairman Kokofu right there in the picture, and Hajia Samira is also calmly seated at the back as the gentle person that she is. I can also find how you have been able to mingle with almost every sphere of the party. The people you have worked with, the people you've been around, all those things now we would like to delve into it, and then we will go into the candidates. And I believe after that we can actually call it a done deal. And picture now this Sunday was very, very informative. It actually shows the people you have been able to work with, the people you continue to work with, your character, because usually no, obi could be agra a children na they are APA free mobile and and so media, just like I said, no, so far minyanti bibisa. So like I said, no, this is chairman. Chairman, one picture away.
Hello?
Yeah, chairman, one picture that way.
Man, Papa.
Now tell us something small about this picture.
Oh, there are other pictures here you need to see. Other Nipa BPP party for including most of the aspirants. Yes, I mean, all pictures.
Yes, I've selected all of them.
They did a break. As time goes on, you have got to show everything. But my picture way background.
Okay.
May founding member of Germany branch of New Patriotic Party. Indeed, we started in Hamburg. And Germany party near the automatic patron. And women's swing or Germany there, may a life patron. And the Jumadiene and she said, Bibiana party nebeye, our metron safremeno, between Mika echo. And it was a time, Nancy, na women's swing or Germany, tell you, no, okay, almost send your back and almost see unity walk from the women point of view. You move to Safran penny for be naturally, na me come home. Now, your mammy Samira soon special guest of honor and the party money kushia or it was quite a fruitful way. Commodity the idea of party in the park. Having said that, it's also on record. Stay offer obi to say honorable Kennedy Japan. BBBA Beba party no more. Germany be by way of dispute anyone where be a Sabreno na candidate na do dan Kwabena no asoma yemienu na yako na ya resolve any ade. There are times I had an opportunity to work with Dr. Adichum. Oh, Jumedi Bia, Nano so party intellectuals, nominee idea, there are times, from Japan, engineer, I know the general secretary, chairman for Bantamano, we work hand in hand, very much. So far, we need to say, Dr. Brian example, many more pictures. Indeed, the same day, and I had a PhD, that day now, Parliament was so much about the minister, not President Kabuni. To me, brother, and a friend of double that day. Beyond that, you have occasions to work, brand new see. Now, on also so national security. Now there are issues that we worked around it. There's another candidate. So we have 5.
Five.
Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, yes. Personally, I have worked under his office. Maybe in Yaman environmental standpoint. And the office will call me Dr. Bessie Sabrenona or there was a time the president mandated my sector minister, say on representing the United Nations. And no minister Nemekoi. We met with Dr. Mahmoud Baumia and then we worked around national issues. And by and large, they have relationship and deep respect for all these candidates. To the point, say, respect our almost the mame, any recognition of the mame. No, it is beyond your knowledge. It makes me comfortable. Now it inspires me. It tells me, say, here, say, Brano. As an individual, build yourself to a point. Then that is how you move on. Yeah.
Yo, where the article back on Akacheme Iowa has say, or say you don't have half of Baumia's natural gift Kokofu slams Mahama over stupid comment. How did that come about? Because Anka, usually you are a calm and a collective person. With the Mahama Kadeya or the Mama Nesano. Or Kadefa Baumiao.
Unless you go deeper, but I don't recollect. But it is common knowledge that during the campaign, no, same baby now your opponents Kafa Dr. Mahmoud Bawumiaho to the point say you say or a liar or on kind of cray or a truthful. Those things now it infuriated me because I knew the man not to be so. In fact, nobody in NPP leadership or person ubetwa tro e de akire Ghana for. You can't say the here, but e dia de be kan na uni ana anya woda. Then you which him no kohwe baby for. At that point, I strongly believe one of those things are you can't find your candidate then, your flag bearer then, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumiaho. I don't know anya me there. Na me so ni ya no be. Yeah.
Okay, let us say. Now, let us go to the bullet questions. That far will last with submission, bra. Now, what trying all these noble men here, relationship with them, now, say, yes, see a pubi manedi anymore. You have to do some qualities. So right now, I'm putting you on the spot. Each of the candidates, you, Chairman Kokofu, since I only you should have an in-depth idea of their expertise and what they can do. So, from a board candidate in India, now what you think our candidate in the biggest strength at here. My board candidate be there. Now I can the biggest strength. I only say it is something that is worth of a leadership role. Until I will start from the bottom. I think the fifth person, is it Dr. Duchum? Okay, yeah, fifth person on the list, I think it's Dr. Duchum. So, what can you say about Dr. Duchum skills-wise? What do you think he brings to the table? What do you think Dr. Duchum brings to the table since you have worked with almost all of them one way or the other?
With all due respect, I will decline to participate in this exercise. If you say it will amount to trying to profile each of the candidates, which I'm not in the position to do now.
Why not?
But and say the person may party penini. Now some party penini as general secretary there, and then may a jama will be biara. And me and I'm a manum. Baku ye tenten, baku ye titia, baku ye koko, baku ye tuntum, baku enim aeroplane twi, baku nim ship twi, baku the oyen say or a doctor or papa nipem baku the moment meka sada baka na meka doctor there na the onu nim ship twi so meka ne de na we na say me the want to I decline to do that.
Chairman.
Chairman. Kama manusia.
Okay.
Kama manusia. Me rather no me jai sa assignment no. Ama good and experienced people like wo. Any afufra moja tum ho se moye independent minded. Na mo de mo hwehwe papa e de ama New Patriotic Party for. Bi na me jai sa de no so e de ama New Patriotic Party ma. One nebenya kwan akwakoto abande from delegation. Enu nti na mpempi no the advice ni say can your candidate betimi aye. From candidate. Nti e ba sa questions here will be say ya. Na so obi ni mpo a na wa campaign wa ton candidate on that. Nti sa suma wa suma ni menko. Nya dia
but you to honorable. You see the reason why I brought that question up. Very simple. And this is not you grading them to know who is best or who is not best. No, that's not what we are talking here. Just like Usika, each of your children has a trait. And in every human life, as a teacher, say Obiba okase student 5 way where what is their strength? You should be able to point, oh, where you good in maths. And not try to say he's the best student, but you are giving, it's okay, where you good in maths, where you good in a Greek, where you good in say. I couldn't tell mommy, I even brought you into that conversation. They say on this same platform, you want my say we're showing evidence. A Juma when you money na aye. You understand? And you telling them say, okay, ABR, where you good in maths, where you good in a Greek, no. I don't think that too much depicts say we Ejuma so any and we Ejuma so any. So that was the angle I was trying to go, not to come and grade.
Okay. Okay. Matuasi. Name okay. Any Indian say.
Okay.
You better banda by January 31st.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 2 we are on the 1st of February. May you say a question?
Yeah, 2 on the 1st of February. Where is our question?
May the open number.
Yeah, but thank you so much, because I know that is that is wisdom. I say, person be very to come. I tell you.
You see, you're about 21st January. Now you're part 1. Now you have a part 2.
All right. Maybe I hope say we okay, I feel young politics kakra. Just 5 minutes.
Okay.
Politics. Now I feel your final words. 10 months of John Mahama Excellency and then the NDC Amembu. All the things they ran on, from 24-hour economy to one fridge, one university student, and all those things, you know, and whatnot. We are not seeing them. Instead, they are giving us reasons why they cannot do or implement those programs. In terms of programming, what do you think the NDC has been able to do so far, or has done so far? I'm sorry for the tense.
Well, naturally and personally, now I can refrain from engaging the NDC as a government in their performance, grading. Because, as a new patriotic party, we have a unique problem. We have a challenge. Ghanaians to move away, no to aba, said we want to know. And our main preoccupation, in my view, is to ensure say we come around it. Now, pay now, your supporters, you woman, and our woman, you bet me at time is to bring. You're no near there, damage dream pa. Now, I feel will be at the board for Oberson in bidding Comobia. So I said, we'll be here before the free hall. Before the free word, then you capture his or her attention. And no sad premise, I come for. However, it is politics in the area. What me in your opponent now on contra na amount for na ya can't come see about someone na idea the na they have been shortchanged. And American now it is more so when I buy no buy or no about Timber said, why yeah, Juma. They were near 80% or 70% your cars will be in. I leave the judgment to the people of Ghana. This is about the 10th month. Then pipe on is near my idea go a Kwabena probot to say the Amabe ne Adam Penifo. Now no it is a President Kokofu, former president. But she any anoma Umujina. What is awesome?
I
think say important say a bedroom hope. Now your supporters near Chita. Therefore, you know, who say, and Penifo from all angles are you do move betting. Sebea, the betting and Yanum, you know, Adrian Coma towards the interest of the party. I commend President Akufo-Addo for that. And then Penifo would do a minimum the donor behind the scenes, also work it towards a unity and a fairness, our party. No, but can we know? Mestre said, Yemubi will be jotting down the sense of into the sense of the government, if we put it so. And as a so mu a year, or went to me, the answer so mu ya, or mu ya, jotting it down. Now, Mrepemuno, very soon, Mrepemuno, we come out strongly as a party position and then run with it and let Ghanaians know. Senior, Abino, only amount for any year, said the Okano. And I'm no more. Now, no more as General Secretary. As at now, the individualist, so to speak, but because I'm in the public space, now me work communication platform. It means a debate government appointees and our government representatives in the media space in it. Push me in the pedestal and the leveler. Let me can be big. Me minim say for AD papa kuku for of which me can be. Say kuku kuku am ready and I'm a kromo. Inti brana kuku ya tono 470 Ghana cedis, per bag na you kufu the call 3,100. Me na me de papa enjoyed. In the time NDZ in opposition beka say President Kufu 3 more thing na anya hwekre so tumutia kuku for 6,000. Me yam shi me ye say 6,000 is recommended. And ka jabam na ko ni how you say jabam ti kuku na say bag bia 6,000 there koko. So so the expectations was so high. Or about 10 months in now we know Jamu to Momo Kotuma a year 140 cities, which to me and to many of us cocoa farmers is an insult in our face. Just say why? What is it? Until you know you're 1. 2. A buying a jina so can say on a Ghana. Adults to the point say I buy no no ye kufu ado aban nti ontimi nkreti nyuma mabunu no mra no mbeto aba ma
network no chairman network no fe na chairman na egbugbo na niam no so ibinum so omane chairman ya adwene say on corner that way maybe I support what doctor is saying obi so say I don't support chairman and free so hopefully obi to me as I join you very soon but obi to me afro top why now more questions are more no more to me ebisa na contributions are more no more to me ebisa and na man share that muscle but yeah no sir because and then yeah yeah na okay I'm the chairman I'm my yeah chairman on network
yeah and maybe we see our man
yeah she
enti mabunu adwuma ye unemployment aban timi dey ho hwe aban 3 aban can say senior or mine Ghana mu ayedine nti no ohwa nkukọ yen friend nkukọ nketenkete ade a ebe obetumi aye ama nkukọ abuo na Ghana ni bia akukọ de em se oba apesi kura betumi de akukọ ye ebusumi duni na minim akukọ ba ye hache ne na woyɛ no a edi bosome sɛ na owie yeye who was our record no
I think it's more away it's less than 5 months
okay nti abɛn ba akokɔ nketenkete no baaya kasa breaka ye wi wo mu nyata
chairman
no it does not happen that's not happen bio abɛn can say no ba abɛn mu no steady dollar relationship dollar rate no beba for na obia si yo yate ampa omo ba abɛn mu say dollar no steady na ho de na kɔsoro dollar no aba for but aban kro na san be kan tell say sumi bia okofa yen yesika close to $350 million ana ode ba be kusin Ghana city no ana emana ho de nti ono agye atum World Bank ne IMF nyina agye atum se sa na ekoso eba sa na che se artificial nti se city na eba form no rate na ever form. What it means is that one sir sebeya omano your bokans. It me no taxpayer. Yena your photos rate no form 30% of revenue, government revenue, are buying elusu. It's not just a question called no jam quantia. And you pay real situation, you pay real, you say, me little economic year minimum, and they say, opposite we see the and now currency stabilizing in your there. You increase import, now we reduce export. You increase export.
And then
No,
reduce import.
Import. And you are buying mechanics, say import, receipts, I reduce. And I export receipts, so I cost. I buy mechanics, say, Uncle said they need a crank amount the crank fibiano, increasing. Amount the crack among any spare parts, increasing. This is increase here. I buy na air found those gap, no. Down. So I buy a found a PSR gap no car for how long and you're sustainable. That is the point. Until a bad CD dollar relationship now, even though I conform said you more promise here, but at what cost to the taxpayer? At what cost to the economic stability, any economic sustainability? We need to know. Until basically Yama would do it is by Sabromo opposition, almost say Kufado about 3 morning. And now will be free SHS and yet free beer if you say will be co school no copy school quite near there. Sika will Pia nominema and then Sabra you will me. Yanyanity and Nayanim, a woof money or moo, yes, PTA went Pia so Aqualani Timing Rao. Aquadano Suku were Chakama when you aggregate 6. And Kasuku and Anka say then a coy and fananco or for no try say yenya the right thing a suku 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 ama NDC MP Bakwa Babontin openly abekasa asem. And by and large, from Swane Niama near Koso a war a Kupado Abem and this Casafa home be Dudona Binomo El Costro Crabo and I'm on 2 be anywhere. On tua unya ahotoso ne ani da so bia akaka kra bi na afenetem ba akudura ne ebu akonta e be hu ne yie papa na yenya but me pese ni patriotic party yensiesie fie ni nyina ye na aso na yewia adimani mu ye na afi ye do ato apaso na ya miti on boot for boot ya daniel me bi edi daniel me bi edi a.
Okay. Me patro mo na mo pese mo bisa question no enipa my ready mo from sura na mo bisa mo question last no na mo bi pese mo bisa no question mo any opportunity no nti wanya time ama ene de akakra na ye jai na no nti mo am wo question ma honorable Dr. Henry Kokofu no patro climb up to Facebook so abetumi atwere question no YouTube abetumi atwere na makan na mebisa no for the next 5 minutes I die anymore. But patro those who wants to ask any question so bibi say ni also dey anayama no en wrap up my na yentumi ngano na onkoye dey okoye em so china organa yentumi prepare no member of Facebook na make sure say bibi say okay. Okay. All right, Chairman. I'm saying, and Ubia, there be Ubia. Okay, Nipa Bako. Okay, Nipa Bako for question. Nana Bing. Hello, Mr. Bing. Pacho Michiao. Yo, that's it. Chairman.
Yes, sir.
Obi wa ha owo question ma. And Obi so bisa person said Abena Obeba Canada. Obi bisa said Abena Obeba Canada. And
Okay.
Obi so joining ya Obi bisa question to my inti no na fifa two no boom na answer. Na I'm patch me uncle. Why?
I say near the camera more so energy my day away. I think say the first opportunity I mean listening to you now who interview me, Yame Mame, me former MP honorable maybe so come here. Since then I'm a follower till now.
Oh, thank you.
I was the constituency communication officer.
100
I'm the financial secretary to MPP USA Chicago.
Okay.
And on behalf of MPP USA Chicago.
How can you go and call me?
If I'm going to so I'm an honorable way say NTB ever to suffer.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
The way communication is very important. Communication, and I mean party communication. Where man I don't see a party I can do for a party of 40 a casa any you did very well.
This cheating to who should
angles to
not put the right people there.
Or did it even talk
and
he been an expert. And that is how you're penny for us and communion to me very decro. Now on my show Mukasa
and you see
so because the has to do with discipline and a sense of integrity. Coming forward, no, that is what we have lost. Well, yes, I was so happy and I felt like, no, I need to jump in and for just holding on to say, no, me, Massimo secretary, and that regard, no one I remember. And I should be at the point where by me to Yako be and Chano be Akokasa. And I just want to congratulate you on that. Because you tried. You tried it very
You know, this is political zone. When we come here, we grill you. We will grill you, but Unim, a very good thing and honorable and honorable. They are nana intiam we patcher say why are they pa what say we are communication expert yampa because no matter how I medane no pia ono utumi to wano na reka enema ni bi wa so hu say say because ni bi wa e fata dem and a kasa ni bi so e fata bonten no nti no
my question is quick. My question is my tea and aspirants ni empedi for them. One of my issue has to do with MPP, meaning see our philosophy and your ideology. Now, some of the aspirants are pushing a different narratives. If you say media, the Kwame Nkrumah ideology. If you say media, maybe they say never. So, I am a bit more enemy to say, who many flag bearership now? Do you have the power and the will to change the ideology of the thinking and the way MPP was formed? And
John, but also we want to know.
Martin ye pa.
Me ntiwe. Anu ye.
Yeah. The first question, Labena Meba Canada.
Hi.
Indeed, my managers, are working around somewhere 15th to the end of next month.
Nice one.
Until Kwabena, so some also na Now, that's it. Another set of 7 chapters, and also Mevesete within the month of November, getting to close November. Chicago at the number 1 party. Apart from the webinar, you share face to face. Now, the background also a communicator. Anytime I listen to and I encounter anybody who say a party, these are the unsung heroes. We nominate Panama heroes and heroine, and I say my heroine, and okay. We nominate Panama. Omdima party soon be in some pempi and takra and recognize. If we say, Abia, na depending be say okokasa na wakokasa okoda obekasa wa no befom no na behun say MPP for ho yemfa ho nche okra na okasa na nomfom na eboa party no unya no maaba mane mfa telephone kra kan chese kofi ade a ye de mo waya ade impo abra wuti TV so radio na wo defend obi ana montuo bi a watuo bi a de asem bi kra to no so na adwumam as an appointee na wo defend na uni facts no oni akra no ntimi nya wo keka emfrɛ won ka so oh bomodin de na these are the facts and I have a we ka ho ana me da wasimpo. These are very very painful situations. Inti me me person you better address it seriously. He said, I've been there for the past 25 years, communicating for the party left and right. And political communication is far different from sabi ujina pulpit suna uprichi. And now ujina a friend is say baby na woka won sem sa keke. Ye wobeka e be free wa no beba e ade a esese udwe hu se ebeso onyame ani. Ebeboa me my Ghana, ebeboa mama yoku new patriotic party ana. Failure to acknowledge these things and use them as your guide, let's just say what failing in your stride. And I'm happy, my brother, co-communicator, Mama my area, Akaka Kriya Bine Yansia de Abba, Yang communicators, Yansia di General Secretary, ye, na Yansu itimi Eshemo Kena, na ni die Estefata, de my party communicators, Muslim Saka, why? Mamre, Wakakumebi, why? That's papa ne abaso bonso a o de bomb me. Indeed, that is it. You see, ye kasa ni edi nkomo yi. Mipeu, akoye teacher ni, ana akoye professor. Dudu otio, wadani penny tio. And the 1 to 2 near me na wa nya ne said yes factor. No ano kofuma, wa hadi pani bebre, or wujidi wo mu. Also a ehwe de watie na ayebibia and also the question about ideology and philosophy men per se because what team who actually me say aspirant me be nkomodi ho na nam no bichiremu pi nam chirema adwea it may amount to a condemnation and I say obi asma be a all can and I'm not in the position to pass judgment. Like I cry meeting I can say going forward, as a TSA, it's a party and a by we a flag bearer na nyame adom na ekwa a party and a control the whole affairs. I also can be we a party maybe. The various organs are featured in some Emma party near the Jumano. We are part and parcel of that. What we are lacking for now, me in my view, I see a DBC ho, a think tank, a Bedwinama New Patriotic Party at all levels and at all times. Circumstances are not the same all the time. If we are see a dynamic, it may be a not China, Utimi Crown so television, Utimi just said, Utimi Crown to pine in free China group. And ne China na Honor television I can see in our China food to quite chain will be now maybe a trim, capitalism, social intervention policies, it be my America, it be my UK, it be my Germany. Net, they are in the lead. If you are acquire mixture of ideas and ideologies, I can. Do pepper so dear. We feed in one who said there be. Yet we can we where be. Yet we can we where be. The papa nominee and anonoma, a G new patriotic party CEO. And then we mutiasia, a beer, and can thinking be all chrome the beer become no may be a free. So I necessary your vehicle, see a PC group, your tradition now. You cannot be static and say, yeah, dynamic. And she said, the general secretary, I mean, Penny Bedroom, your crop of people here from Titi and in neck on a word named Dianing in a sopa, who moved to form the bedrock of a think tank for the party. A general secretary, people like Binia Kasai now are so much passionate about ideology and philosophy. You know, I can say the future of our party and we will forever remain, friend is saying, the property owning democracy. Papa JB Dankwa, what we can do is to say reach that goal. No? And ABI, such a kakra, and but the fundamental underpinning thinking, and he said, Ankra Krabia and Yanafa would be now Utimi Juma Tum Paul na Untuno Muno, Utimi Inya Japadi. Now the bresso, benefits. Now, and no never tretre aqua for na ebepoam or meaning in it. That's the underpinning. You cannot never depart from the modus operandi, and I'm on try to reach that goal. And no anawasi and fabi and I ever fed it fan and ever fed fifi. You'll get there. Thank you very much.
All right, Doc, your final question. But you say Clement.
Very clear, very
All right, Doc, it's the last one. Good screen, so. I'm say wedding camera. I'm say we nipa na fe na wa join into no site team kakra. I say what specific strategies do you plan to implement to address the concerns of the youth in MPP, and how will you ensure their voices are integrated into the party decision making? I believe so. And on what Musa, but I'm saying no nipa kuna bentino say.
Oh no, let me address it. I have to be specific because when it comes.
Your network.
I say we nearly know. Yeah. Medical kasi ebeye as part of the youth reorganization and reintegration. No, you assemble them, bring them together to form the structural base at all levels, constituencies, regions, at the national level. Youth will never participate in all that aspect. And Kokofu to send the electoral commission, now or recruiting Kokofu, 90-year-old for the recruit. New Patriotic Party, you get to our youthful people. Only very recruit. They are empowered. Now also, I could will name be more betting their party. And we will get them also to understand, say, party can't so they should avail themselves to help in the rebuilding.
Chairman network, I'm say baby on the Chairman network, baby on the no more. The chairman and I'm no more. Oh, okay. In case of joining you, we will conclude. That chairman call in the network article, but Obi because to me kana obane relate man. Evening. Pacho kasa naze kasa ne mao. So okasa nemba, maybe you would have to drop and come back. Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah, Doc. On network
sorry, now you do youth for the answer.
The Pacho youth.
And now make us a youth, strategically you have got to address their issues. Very, very important. Until we have it said, rebuilding with the youth and for the youth. The best policy of building a credible database will revolve around the youth. You want at the various level, polling stations, constituency regions, honor a call rounds you build the infrastructure. Now the BS added and no will then put them on the spot, say, or part in the action, and they can't call agent also at the youth. There will be a massive membership drive across board. Into more diaspora, it will say you'll be taxed to say some membership chapter or membership 100. There, you hear dynamics in there. Headquarters and our head office ask you to get to about say 200, 300. And no, you will need the youth to do that job. They will form the new membership, yet they will also go out there and look for the new membership. They call my now. When I met them, the youth now may encounter a lot of them are students, and they are saying, "Say, oh, and yeah, your university, any branch or any party in New York in particular, maybe or my any you go to our friends and then we talk to them. In a New York meeting, one lady, quite youthful, or say, "Oh no, na bemubuye na otetna," but the fellow youth being a wahanisa and meeting or baby. Oba and so I rekindle. Or no so equi, or talk to people and the young fellows are with him say almost so at the to come back to life. These are some of the things. Indeed, you need the youth not only say Yakwa Bemun post now youth will no. Whilst we are rebuilding, they should be an integral part, they should feel it, and that will give them the platform to learn leadership skills. So they will be fully prepared and they will be okay to handle whatever portfolio is handed down to them. And you need a critical. Me, myself, I have a lot under my umbrella. I know how to trying to get them around. Who call me record Bantama, it will tell you how I picked the youth and all that. And as we speak today, the chairman for Bantama constituency, one of the youthful guys I picked and I mentored. And the mentorship would be very much encouraged. Make us so now youth and also but you want me fancy they are too harmful. After the usage of internet negative vices na emwa watcho free home papa na na ma me no be pese babru no be be no na obisua bibia free on ne be nante ape the next thing I be say I record whether for good or bad na no wo baby ni nyina ya de a ma penfo no bebre esu be on between mabru na be ho and it should not happen that way. The mentorship, you just institutionalize it and make sure that as leaders, accomplished persons, we get along with our youthful brigade. We need them, and we need to get all those other political parties. We need to bring them back home.
Where there will be free Hamburg or you can choose to pass a comment or not and just give us your final statement and then we will call it also the current leadership of NPP looks very biased and weak for allowing individuals to hijack such a great party. Do you have any commentary to that? Do you also feel that, or do you think that, or what do you say?
My only comment is that me masani panado. Please that they are me manage ye na me promising is meba journey meba humble meba American.
You until where you will not say the current administration is weak. Okay, to me the current administration is very weak. Until if you don't share data, that's fine. But me, that's how I share. You do it like that. Chairman, you better say Panemwa.
Fellas, walk on and my last word kakrebi.
Oh, that unwe cry. I feel now Obama last word.
Wow.
I feel now Obama last word. Into the chairman, we not make us that's it. So we have spend 2 hours pretty much with us and allowing us to get to know you properly, get to know some of your strategies and the help as a general secretary to me the boy. And until the answer in a few minutes, Pacho, my final submission into me and sorry so. That's it.
Yeah, thank you. It will not be final because one frame crab me ameba. Abraham Equia Minyamasi, Mediasidabema, one with my the management, the crew. We are and participate here or anything participate. We also be more then also teaming supporters. World about the Nipano more than 8 million now more. We are Sigan and we are baby. Believe in New Patriotic Party. Papa mo bonimu. Ya wada. Staff no say Tawantawaba party no ano makuma true. Be yare se on them. Bomodina say Muya Mompire Masafo no. Na yentwi free in the year at this afo no ekoya udiemu. Na no ana drawo. Okay, maybe na nchepi. I know first interview, you know. And there was Facebook. You could read the comment. Obi say, oh, as for that Kokofu, I haven't seen him speaking English before. Hey, Obetinia General Secretary, you mean? Who is that? Make up for that? Obetinia General Secretary, you mean? The one who say, oh, Ampa. Anybody at DBI, I'm so Shiame or Peace FM. Kwame Sevakai programs and Nasa Asempa Ubi. The key Casana name say, Sani Panis Afro in a measure won't cry. So, no matter the language, me use you, Omuntie, a baby a woman or Omunfa, Omu Futubia, Omumamibi. Young from Swa, Omunya boat, no more correct me. But some can Greek, Mecca English, Mecca Portuguese, dear. No dear, material. Until Medanian Mass Papa Pebble. Yeah, crowd on Namakofi. Also, Medin Sampanen Comopa, the call a comachi for. The Pemuno, the crowd on Namisambe, you are. Your mamma for Swat, the Mass Papa.
Chairman, yeah, that's a dodo. It's here for and there a year honorable Dr. Henry Kwabena Kokofu. And I was a blessing for the second time. We'll be say, Honorable Dr. Henry, you are an experienced communicator, and I strongly believe that under your leadership, the NPP will take its rightful place. Thanks.
Oh, thank you.
Commendation now, not Ebiano Debano. We'll be say hi, unable to your boy in that. Okay, anonymity, anonymity. I'm so patchy said your boy from Bantama, and so I may a dinner see boy.
Wow.
I'm sorry, your uncle from
Bantama. I saw no or risk course watch you delight. So
Dache Henen Samam, on also a buyer and uncle Becca Sabat, on also a message to me. And honorable Unyankopon in Shroud. The awashre our political zone who many team na yedawase. They are me bompire and say media bompire passing a mema unya victory way. Na into me impeja your party no infancy and pempenswa SSCA. Na afe Chairman Beba Canada somewhere in November. That's what he said. You know, yeah, let's be on it. Now, Chairman, who question on Yame and crowd found share neta buying Kasian Ase or more buying. Now to two and amonsi now Ujina baby Kasa all the time, you know, making impact as you have made impact on most of us and they in Nayaba ni Aje Ewo Hono. Okoso anu echi ebusuafo nyina so e de amaye homma bibia we bia so no Nyankopon enka ho no mmoa na onfa onye Nyankopon shira pa Chairman.
Amen. God bless.
Bye Chairman. All right, intino etifo ya papa wa ya de pa short nose mum say nanka ye ma and then resting day na so the way all the Ghana and the NSA to me, they who shame quick cry now. We get the final squeeze out of him. Yeah, we are working on how to get Mr. Gordon Asaribediako to come back on here. I think so when we in the interview, you know, until maybe somewhere next week, ever find one of the days, you know. Now, yeah, they know I should share. Me patro you media in na for share chira. I'm boy Juma de boy and until ba na mo to see a bubu dimbia. More information ya de omo de boy ntina ya na ya bobo mudinsa no first one and comma Reverend in Tim Fordro, Yadana say, Sir, Obi sa and to me ana akata yen penifo ni bi so ana mo mpese bi omode omo ho be share social media ni amamu no yadana say na afi ya science so ada elendeko ada ye bra Kofi Tonto ono so ye beda na say Honorable Alexander Lionel Samokaya ono so yobi a endra yetumine ne di den yetumine ne di nkomo ye bompa ye say Greater Accra obetumi abana waba beboa na yetumi agi seats ya ahwere yen ni na ede free o me chia na sementia me call team na me ye aye bone the call team Sister Diana Rivers baby I will be amedase for your tremendous management of this page achembe ma medawase Gab Media medawase mo amobua ma political zone itumi beni na medamuni na ase meda Dr. George Domfe very soon ya de nebeba ha now for Dr. Frank Bano development economist Gempa and also yedana se now for Professor Isaac Boedi financial analyst UPSA also yadawa senemwa odeboa now for me chairman Janice Michiao mi ankasa me chairman Papa Bakopa Mindi Huagro no chairman Janice Washington Metro baby I will be a Michiao Nanapia virus also baby I will be ano Michiao emu then na ntia PC a emu hwame no me de lavender ka ho enkoma Obaya Frimpong Mrs. Obaya Frimpong ye NPP USA ni na mopeni ogbo adwuma pa oyo ba sankamani ni na egbo adwuma sa I believe say beboa na me aso mi Toronto Michelle lady Vicky Mrs. Vicky also baby I will be ano me de ntia kese ma enuanom me kanfo program bi amawa and ekoso patriotic and a Patriot Unplugged Twitter so srewa Miss MPP oko Twitter now bo Miss MPP da ho o ma hye program de da enne o ma de ba chese enya agro kra me pesanka me de wo mo flyer no kra kire mo se mo betumi akọ support to say the yin na ebe ko akọ support so mama me twetwe ne quick na me fan to bia na afi and the special guest or mo de neighbor Honorable Kojo Opon Kroma will surely be the guest and also dear question is here dear there mo fan chemi ya pon ano na mama me ye sa last minute na afi yan to aso nye there in fact okay but yeah me pacho Patriot Unplugged and omo program ye X and Twitter ti bomodiana ko follow Miss NPP uduruwa na wabo Miss NPP e do be ko ni page ne so na watumi aboa na Honorable Opon Kroma we the question bia ye will be and I believe say betumi bisa no omo be ye program on dia ochina me de be ye program ye cyber bill Sam George pese ode emia Ghana for kon ene ya no eka ya ntum se de be ya yentumi enkasa ana yentumi criticize aban no eno ena ombedi hu nkomo kire nyame ya adom na metin kwamu a one of the things I'm a person me di hu nkomo me so am gather information and Honorable Opon Kroma bewo Patriot Unplugged and I definitely know I'll be there to also listen and get some notes from them or china me bana me brief mo me to me brief mo ntina de ye debate ya why ye debate ya na nyame ya adoma o china monje bre na mombra na ye ntumi indi jumambum na show me medase obi a join ye bia Mafias Kapa Ghana Pozo medamuni na ase Richard Duncan yo medase also comment na ye properly and well known to Sami Jesse Barkisu Kojo Jesse Amadou Fie Thomas Farm or say hi bro, long time listeners, first time interacting because I'm from Osana say oh okay Osana say there I want me few I don't worry Osana say na me go school kakra until more Norenda also Thank you for joining. Anelka, the money now system of joining. You know me at the much now. The best year political zone. So said they die. Until any muncher, on Yamokase, on Yamakuma Swadi, mamma. Yamoshe, or man in Remma, Mom who buy in through my town phone. Na the Onunya Menakano, Emrem, and Fire in Nayo. O Kotuaba as a delegate here, Mr. Number 3. Mama my yes, I'm mistaken. What kind of Surah or that 3? What kind of former or that 3? Alaji Dr. Mahamadou Baumia. Alaji Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. Or no kwani ni pass abri we pa ye woman. See a person a part in the beji to me, a part in young kabum, your part in the original dia. And so on no, and they didn't see what say and Kaifuni na and rally behind or no. Because believe me, said ya Nachama Kokofu can ubia on the strength. And so I believe say Alaji Dr. Mahmoud Baumia is fully ready and on able to me ayeden. Aje pathway esihoye. Now where to me affects every wronger a war home. Now 2028 ekoto aba where to me ama nkunimdie no abeye MPP dia. And ultimately we are delegate. I remember be a medada. My mom fair more medada. No chromo fair moon could crown poor. And my 50 gun and nada. No china 50 gun and in crown poor. Miss Row. Dr. Baumia Atono. Dr. Baumia Sunsun Sans when they are coso. And then one my friend about Baulaya, and no one radio stations. Air can of Honsampa. No more can Baulaya, say, and then woman and then no more Baumia would do. And the Ghana card, no, Yara Kuku say at the papa. And the digitization, and Mahama say, is a digitization and ya grow. And the drone, no, some George said, a drone near wow, who be that? Mesremo. Delegate for Mesremo. Dr. Baumia has been marketed, he's ready, prepared. Or not say, ne, say, a tour baby near castle being formal government here. 1 year bending in only nipa, why ready send their castle formal government here, obeying the panel my head, a forming the government. And into Mesremo, any demoara. Moko Tuaba, number 3. Alaji, Dr. Mahamadou, and Alaji, Dr. Mahmoud, yes, Baumia, order number 3. Order number 3. And I'm telling you, Chairman, watch now, you best say, bye bye.